Now at 6, a bicyclist is dead after a hit and run near an elementary school in Northeast Portland. Our Thomas Schultz has the latest live.
And later, Boeing puts a new deal on the table for the machinists union. What we know about the contract as the union considers it.
And wet weather continues today after a soaker of a Sunday night. Taking a look right now at radar. Rod has all the details in his full forecast. KGW News at Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Monday here. A lot of things going on. We have Ashley Graham's here. We have Chris McGinnis with a little report coming up for us here in a bit. But first, let's take a look at weather with Rod Hill.
So the good news is we picked up half an inch of rain last night. We needed, the bad news is we're still behind.
Oh, okay.
We need more. We're going to get some more today. Here's our look at our radar right now. What was the steady rain band that moved through last evening primarily is now down in the Medford, breaking up over the Cascades and out east. There's a disturbance offshore, and we will see our fair share of scattered showers developing during the day on this Monday. So kind of the typical day after the front. Some break, scattered showers, maybe some spotty downpours, rumbles of hail mixed in. Now, right now, looks like you're still walking out to dry weather if you're going to be leaving in the next 60 minutes or so. The bricks are wet from the rain we had last night. We're at 54 degrees, currently dry weather, but the forecast continues to show showers popping and again picking up during the day. Temperatures today may hit 60 or 61, but primarily will be in the 50s. Here's Chris.
Roads still a little damp from the rain late last night. You can see that, I think, on the camera here. This is I-5 up near Victory Boulevard. And for perspective at home, by the way, the taillights over there, that's your southbound commute. No major trouble on that side of town. I'm going to switch gears real quick. Behind door number 2, we take you down towards the Twilliger curves. Actually, looks like we've got a fender bender approaching the Twilliger Boulevard exit ramp. That's on southbound I-5. So just be on the lookout for that. Watch your speed out there this morning. A traffic alert on the east side. We want to let you know about this. Northeast Gleason right now is shut down for an ongoing crash investigation from 125th to 133rd. And photojournalist Thomas Schultz is on the scene now with more about that crash. Thomas?
Yeah, well, Chris, we just heard from a transportation spokesperson from the Davis-Douglas School District who was concerned about the impact this road closure could have on buses. Let's show you that closure as it stands right now. This is from 128th Northeast Gleason all the way to 133rd. Now, that transportation official says that buses start running along this route here on Gleason around 6:30, but they just spoke to a police officer who says that there should be minimal impact to no impact on those buses that first run for high schoolers before elementary schoolers then go to school a little bit later. Once again, this road closure is from Northeast 127th to 133rd along here on Gleason. And this all started when a bicyclist was struck just after 2:30. That man has since died who was on a bike. Once again, that bicyclist struck and killed by a driver who police say fled the scene. And police said a few hours ago that this incident could impact kids who are going to school at Menlo Park Elementary, though once again their school starts later than high school. And according to a transportation official with the Davis-Douglas School District, this should be wrapped up here fairly soon before a lot of those buses start to get going. Now, it's unclear who the bicyclist was who died in this crash. We do know he was a man. We don't know his name or his age. It's also unclear who the driver was who hit that bicyclist, leading to their death. Anyone with information is urged to contact Portland Police. China, Ashley.
Thomas Schultz live in Northeast Portland this morning. Thank you so much, Thomas. Well, Boeing is reportedly exploring the sale of some assets to bring in much-needed cash despite the tentative deal. The Wall Street Journal says Boeing's new CEO has moved to raise at least $10 billion in cash and cut thousands of jobs. This comes as the company offers a new deal to tens of thousands of machinists who've been on strike for over a month.
On Wednesday, thousands of workers will decide whether or not to approve this contract. The deal would end a 5-week-long strike. It includes a 35% wage hike over the next 4 years, the reinstatement of a performance incentive plan, increased 401k contributions, and a $7,000 ratification bonus. Now, the deal would not reinstate a machinist pension, which employees lost a decade ago. We talked to a few workers this weekend who are still split on how they'll vote this go around.
I think it could go either way on the vote. Me personally, I'm a no. I think we can get more.
I will vote yes. What you lose, you can't get back.
Boeing says they look forward to the employees voting on the negotiated proposals. Again, that vote is scheduled for Wednesday.
Happening today in Portland, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton will be at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall talking about her new book. The book is called Something Lost, Something Gained, Reflections on Life, Love, and Liberty. The stop is part of a nationwide book tour to promote the memoir. Tonight's event is at 7 o'clock. There are still tickets available on portland5dot.com. A heads up if you're going, there are counter protests planned around her visit, so it may take you a little longer to get inside.
And we are about 2 weeks away from Election Day. Tomorrow, the Christ Memorial Church is hosting a voter education event for Black residents. You'll have a chance to hear from local candidates and learn more about ranked choice voting. Again, this event will be held at the Christ Memorial Church on North Killingsworth at 6 p.m.
And TriMet is hoping this new security phones at MAX stations will help deter crime and make platforms safer for drivers. The first active phone is at the Rose Quarter Transit Center. The bright red tower is easy to spot, along with the blue light on top. It's also equipped with a security camera. When you pick up the phone and press the button, you'll get TriMet security staff. A second security phone is set up at the Convention Center station, but it's not in use yet. They plan to activate sometime this week. TriMet hopes riders will use the phones to report suspicious behavior and petty crimes like graffiti or vandalism.
In Washington, the U.S. Navy declared 2 of its service members dead after their jet crashed near Mount Rainier last week. The Navy and National Guard are now working together to locate their bodies. The Navy has not released the names of the crew members yet. The cause of the crash is still being investigated. It was a short trip for one Alaska Airlines flight on the way to Orlando, Florida, after the plane hit a bird shortly after takeoff. The airline says it happened just before 8 yesterday morning. The pilots were able to safely land back in Portland, and passengers were put on a different flight. The aircraft was removed from service for inspection.
And check this out. If you haven't been to Scaregrounds PDX at Oaks Park yet, you still have time. On top of the usual park attractions, there are also 3 themed haunts and multiple different spooky attractions. We spoke to several people who were in line for some of the main attractions this weekend.
They've been pretty scary for me. I've screamed the whole time.
The scarecrows and the man that was dressed up like with the hat, he scared me so bad.
The freaky lady that was chasing us with a chain, I think I was like about to cry.
Don't be scared to face your fears.
Face your fears. Scaregrounds is open until November 2nd. For tickets, go to scaregroundspdx.com.
Rod, are you built for something like that? Because I'm not.
I'm not good at being frightened. I'm just not.
Okay.
Here's a look at our satellite radar imagery. There's a disturbance offshore, which is why you see the little cluster of rain picking up nearing Astoria right now. We will see that disturbance move inland this afternoon, and it will keep scattered showers going. The steady rain that we had last evening, that has ended, and what's left of that is now from Medford up into Pendleton. So here's a closer look, and the closer look does show that if you're getting ready, if you finished your morning routine, you're getting ready to step outdoors, you will find dry weather from Salem through Portland up into Longview. But have your rain jacket with you because scattered showers are coming. We'll be watching temperatures up top this morning in the Cascades. At lowest, snow levels will dip down to about 5,000 feet, meaning there could be some sticking snow showers during the day at Timberline. So far, temperatures here have remained above freezing. They're at 37 degrees. Passes are just wet with rain. Here's a look at our Rose City camera, and it's actually showing improved visibility from this vantage point, but the squiggly lines tell you that fog is being reported out along the Columbia PDX right now. 54 is the temperature, also 54 in downtown Portland, 50 in Sherwood. Winds are generally light, and again, right now we are dry. The roads are wet, of course, from the rain we had last night. 51 in Kaiser and Salem. Forecast map. Everybody has some rain in the forecast. Generally, some rain expected to develop, and that can fuel heavy downpours, and in today's situation, maybe even a rumble of thunder. Portland 7-day. Once we get into this evening, the rain chance will eventually end, and then we go dry the next 3 days. Chilly nights coming, 30s and 40s for the valley, fog to sun, and then it still looks like this upcoming weekend will be wet. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's your update.